Today's documentary: The Vanishing, SS Bannockburn, and the Ghost Fleet of Lake Superior. The radio crackled one last time. All officers dead. I die. Then silence. The ship was never seen again. On November 21st, 1902, the steel-hulled freighter SS Bannockburn vanished from the face of Lake Superior. No distress signal. No wreckage. No bodies. Just a black hole in the heart of a storm where a ship and 20 souls had been moments before. It became the first vessel of the Great Lakes Ghost Fleet, and it never stopped haunting the water. It began with a routine voyage. The Bannockburn, captained by George R. Wood, was a workhorse. Built in Glasgow, Scotland, in 1893, she was 245 feet of hardened steel, designed to conquer the inland seas. Her holds were filled with 85,000 bushels of golden Manitoba wheat, destined for Ontario. A mundane cargo. A scheduled run. A crew of 20 men, each with families, each with plans for the coming holidays. They left Fort William, Ontario, on November 20th. The sky was cold, but the forecast was manageable. They were expected in Midland, Ontario, in 3 days. They had won. The lake had other plans. Lake Superior is not a lake. It is an inland ocean, a 31,700 square mile graveyard. Its depths are colder than the Atlantic, its storms more sudden, its fury legendary. Sailors call it Gitche-Gumee, the Ojibwe name meaning Great Sea. It is a sea that never gives up its dead. The Bannockburn steamed east. Then, the barometer plummeted. A November gale, the worst of the year, exploded from the northwest. Winds of 80 miles per hour. Waves building to 35 feet, monstrous walls of black water that could snap a steel keel like a twig. The temperature dropped below freezing. Ice coated every surface, every line, every railing. The ship became a top-heavy, unstable coffin. At 7:30 p.m. on November 21st, through a momentary tear in the blizzard, a beacon pierced the darkness. The steamer Algonquin, fighting the same storm, spotted running lights a few miles off her port bow. Captain James McMath of the Algonquin squinted through the spray. It was the Bannockburn. She was laboring, but she was afloat. Her green starboard light glowed steadily. Then, a wave the size of a 5-story building rose between them. The Algonquin plunged into a trough. When she rose again, Captain McMath scanned the horizon. Nothing. The Bannockburn's lights were gone. Not dimmed. Not moving away. Simply erased. He waited. He scanned. He ordered a signal lamp. No response. The SS Bannockburn had vanished in the time it took for one wave to pass. The alarm was raised. The search began at dawn. The steamer John D. Rockefeller, the Manola, and the Huron scoured the water. The United States Life-Saving Service patrolled the rocky shores of Michigan and Ontario. They found nothing. Not a life preserver. Not a splinter of decking. The only trace was an oil slick spotted days later, spreading like a dark, silent stain over the coordinates of her last known position. The families waited. They gathered in ports, staring at the empty horizon. Christmas came. The new year dawned. No answers. Theories erupted like the storm itself. Some pointed to catastrophic structural failure. Marine inspectors examined her sister ships. They found stress fractures. Others spoke of the cargo. Wheat, when wet, can shift. It becomes a liquid avalanche inside a ship's hold. A single rogue wave could have caused a sudden, catastrophic list. But the lake wasn't done telling its story. A year later, the legend was born. Sailors on the steamer City of Glasgow reported a chilling sight on a clear, moonlit night. Captain John Barr of the steamer James Carruthers saw it in 1909. The crew of the steamer Monarch in 1915 watched it pass silently, a spectral silhouette against the northern lights. Modern technology has only deepened the mystery. Sonar scans and deep-diving submarines have mapped Superior's bottom. They have found dozens of wrecks. The Bannockburn is not among them. In 2006, veteran Lake Captain Pete Lamy, aboard the modern freighter Edwin H. Gott, filed a formal report. While crossing the Bannockburn's last known track, his radar painted a solid target where no ship should be. His lookout saw a single, unexplained white light moving against the current. The radar return held for 30 seconds. Then it vanished. The lake was calm. The sky was clear. The terror is not in the storm, nor in the mechanics of sinking. The terror is in the absolute negation. The Bannockburn did not just sink. It was unmade. Today, the charts of Lake Superior mark a vast, empty expanse west of Isle Royale. Sailors call it Bannockburn Alley. They pass through it quickly. They speak in hushed tones. The Bannockburn is still out there. Somewhere in the darkness between the waves, in the silence after the wind dies, the ghost lights still burn. And the first ship of the ghost fleet is still waiting, in the cold, black deep, for company. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please subscribe to our channel. We bring you fascinating documentaries on history, science, civilizations, mysteries, and the untold stories that shaped our world. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss a new release. See you in the next one.